11. War Day 1. Hijacking the news. Everyone was too focused on the TV to even realize that I, the chosen villain, am here right next to them. Everyone was talking about how the villain hijacked the news station since all of a sudden, everything went blank and a countdown started. The heroes were also informed that it was certainly the doing of a villain. The police also told them that the villain wasn't on the crime scene and it looked like the news center were hacked. They had no control over it. TV POV. Hello my dear heroes? My name is not important anymore. Most people already forgot me. I now go under the name Usagi. You will soon learn why they call me the Killer Rabbit. But, let's forget about that for a moment, shall we? I have a question for you fake heroes out there. Do you know how villains are born? No? Then let me explain how I became a one myself. You see, villains are not born, they are made. So why am I asking this? Simple answer. I want the whole world to know that heroes are not what they seem to be. Nobody can save everyone. This will be a lesson I will teach you as I wasn't saved myself. So here is my little story time for you. I had a loving family, a home, a friend, and I too admired heroes. I loved them even. Then how come I am a villain now? You see, when I was 4 I was diagnosed to be quirkless. Now I know what you are thinking here, why would that be bad? Do you know how many people are born quirkless and how many of them are still alive? No? Do you know how it is to live a life of a quirkless person? No? Then let me tell you. My parents hated me because I was quirkless at that time. They hit me, burned me, stabbed me, abused me, even tortured me. For them I was not a human. I was a bastard and a mistake in their eyes. Any way of harming me, name it, and I assure you that I lived through the pain more than once. After some years my father left my mother and the pain that came with it was unbearable. I was multiple times on the verge of killing myself, as I didn't wanted to experience any more pain. What did the heroes do? Nothing. It's true I had a home, but it was more like hell than anything else. I had a close friend. We played together and grew up together, I thought we were like brothers. But he too abandoned me and started bullying me because I was weak, useless, stupid, waste of space. He even told me, and I cite, "Why don't you take a swan dive of the roof and pray for a quirk in you next life?" Not only was my home a hellhole, but school was one too, as every day I would get beaten up by bullies like my best friend. They even used their quirks on me. What did they teachers do? Nothing once again. They even encouraged them. Then one day I met All Might. He was a true hero. I looked up to him, but he wasn't better than anyone else. He saved me from a villain attack and knocked me out unintentionally. I was happy that he saved me and wanted to ask him a question. He didn't wanted to hear me out, so what did I do? Oh yeah, little me, though it was a good idea clinging to a hero while he jumped of and fly in some kind of way. He did see me and landed on a 10-story building. I asked him, since I didn't give him any other chance, "Do you believe a quirkless child can be a hero?" Do you know what he said to me? "No, a quirkless person cannot be a hero. You can still be a police officer or a medical staff member. These jobs are also very important besides heroes. Without them, heroes couldn't do their jobs like they do right now." Ha 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 ha. That was really funny. Are you confused why? Because I can't be a cop. Last time I met one and told him how my mother treated me, he only replied, "Don't bother us with your stupid jokes. You shouldn't tell people such a lie only to get attention. I could kill you right here and right now. No, piss off. You are lucky I don't shoot you and say that you attacked me. The paperwork for that is too much trouble. Can you even imagine that? I cried out for help, but no one wanted to help me." Next option All Might provided me was a medical staff member, so here is the problem with this. I tried to get help the first and only time I run away from my mother's anger, and they didn't want to let me in because I am quirkless. Even though I was completely covered in my own blood. A child walking, or in my case running down the streets in broad daylight covered in blood, and no one cares to help him since they knew exactly that he was quirkless. All Might was practically like my childhood best friend in a way. But instead of telling me to kill myself, he killed my dreams. Tell me, was it worth it? Huh. Let me tell you one thing, I was so close to accept my friend's advice. Oh, and before I forget, I didn't say it earlier, but one hero here is the one who technically gave birth to the villain in front of you. The hero who gave me the reason to go to villainy. Isn't that right, Kachan? I assume you know that I already tried killing myself multiple times. But swan diving of the roof was never my style, instead I tried to bleed out. The color of blood is so pretty. I must thank you, dear Kachan, without you I never would have found my love for blood. Since you listened to my little story, let me give you some advice: villainy doesn't sleep or rest. With me in the city, nobody is safe, not even you heroes. Usagi will form a new era of villainy and you will be the first one to taste what's it like to encounter your worst nightmare. See you soon, oh heroes. Izuku point of view. After Usagi's last words, the screen went blank for a second till the new came up. Everyone was shocked in the room. Confusion was written all over their faces. This is priceless, I am glad to be here. Me. Looks like you guys have your hands full with this guy. I hope you can get him soon, as the villains in this city tend to be a little crazy at a time. Now everyone was focused on me just as I wanted it to be. Before anyone could answer, a loud bang was heard, soon followed by panicked people outside the office. It was loud enough for everyone to hear. The TV was still on, showing what was happening. The heroes were also called out to help. However, no one was moving, all they did was staring at me. This will be quite the fun, plus I intended to kill half of Class 1B till the end of today, and for the record it was just 10:30.